Hi everyone, welcome back to Keep Talking About Mental Health. Today I have a certain topic, and it is what is depression. I found these on depression2expression.com, and I thought it would be something really awesome to share with you guys. So I'm gonna start off first. What is depression? And I've took some notes and I've highlighted some key points. So here we go. So everyone can feel depressed from time to time, right? Maybe when your relationship ends, or a loved one passes away, or just having a really crappy day. And you hear often a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm so depressed," or "If I don't have, this for tonight, and I'm gonna kill myself." Like, you hear some people say things like that. So what is really depression? So it's normal to have a bad day. It's normal to feel sad. But when you have these really strong emotions for over a period of 2 weeks, it's most likely that you're experiencing depression. And I'm going to give you some key symptoms that are that present like most of the day or nearly every day for at least 2 weeks. And if you have most of these, then it's most likely that you have depression. And there are many different types of depression. And if you want me to do a video on that, let me know. But here are more of the general signs. Depressed mood, or just feeling empty. And normally you lose enjoyment in the things that you love. So if you love to play basketball and you're starting to feel depressed, you may stop playing basketball. Or if you really love to go and hang out with your friends, but you stop doing that, you start to isolate yourself more, that is a sign of, okay, you're losing pleasure in the activities that you like. In addition to that, here are some other symptoms. Social withdrawal. Like I said, you isolate yourself, so you're not talking to people a lot as much as you might have used to done. But now that you're feeling this way, you're just kind of withdrawing. Decrease or increase in appetite. So for me personally, when I get depressed, I lose my appetite a lot. Like, I don't eat very much. Sleeping much less or sleeping more. For me, it can go either which or. Sometimes I sleep a lot. I sleep almost all day, and then I can't get out of bed. And there are other times where I'm up all night. Like, I cannot sleep. Problems concentrating or making decisions. Most likely, if you're struggling, you have a very hard time maybe finishing your classwork or your homework, or just getting even simple stuff done with. Like, I had a hard time getting the dishes done when I was like depressed, cleaning the dishes and stuff, or taking care of myself. Like, it was really, really hard, and I had to really push myself. And I just remember sometimes just sitting there, and I feel so frustrated because I was so exhausted, but I didn't know why. I didn't know why I didn't have a lot of energy to do the things that I had to do. So I frequently had to stop and take a break and then start up again. So to a normal person, it might have took them 15-20 minutes. For me, it would take an hour to 2 hours sometimes. Feeling very tired and weak or very low of energy. Some people get body aches. They can feel like almost like they have flu-like symptoms. They can just feel very lethargic, very slowed down. Feeling worthless or guilty, so inappropriate guilt, just not feeling good enough. And this just comes out of nowhere. It just comes, and you don't know why you're really feeling that way. There's not really an explanation for why you're feeling that way. You just feel that way. Feeling restless or slowed down. So much that other people notice. I have had this one big time. I would get so restless. When I had different episodes of depression, there were times when I was really, really restless. Like I couldn't stay still. I was fidgeting all the time. I was pacing. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I would do this a lot. Like I would just move my hands, or I would just do this. Even when I was trying to sleep, my legs were just so restless. I would toss and turn, and I was just so agitated physically, and it was very, very frustrating. And I've also had people notice. Family members or friends notice that you are not your usual self and your mood is low. Other people notice, or you could just be one of those people that hide it and put a smile on your face and act like everything's okay when really you're hurt and you're in pain. But most of the time, people notice that you're stopped doing the things that you like to do, or you're maybe staying in your bedroom more, you're sleeping more, you're not eating as much, you look sad. Here's a big one. Thinking a lot about suicide and or death. Not just fear of death though. So you can think a lot about it to the point where it can be obsessional. You can constantly think about it over and over and over. And you might not want to do it, okay? You might not want to hurt yourself or commit suicide, but you may think about it a lot and not know why. And when I was struggling with this, I remember it was very hard for me to leave the house, because it's like almost anywhere that I went, I could just imagine just that. It was horrible. I don't really want to share a whole bunch of that because it was very intrusive. As mine comes with harm OCD, fears of hurting myself and hurting other people, accidentally or intentionally. So that, I think, when it was with my depression, it got worse. So it was very, very hard for me to be around other people, or around just anywhere where I could possibly hurt myself. Some people experience irritability. So sometimes especially in adolescence normally, people who are teenagers normally feel more irritable than they do maybe sad or empty. Decreased motivation, big one. Feeling less interested in sex, so sexual dysfunction. So your libido can go down. And also people who have depression also have anxiety, like me. And also can have problems with drug and alcohol abuse. That tends to co-occur with depression and anxiety. So if you're struggling with depression and anxiety, really try to get it under control before it leads to possible addictions. Because then it's going to get a lot harder to treat. So that is all that I have to share with you about depression. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just please message me or comment below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.